right. Chief Pat and YaoYao, probably maybe the most anticipated matchup right here to see these two guys. HK Esports represented and the YouTubers represented by
It's
our
gonna be exciting here. We got ourselves
Chief
going across the bridge here, just passing right by. Yep. Support's gonna be the archers. We got ourselves a skeleton army coming across here.
Yep, skeleton army gets zapped most of it. There's the other tombstone. So both players running golem tombstone. Not a surprise right there.
Not indeed, but
YaoYao's golem got there.
YaoYao's gonna get himself a good significant amount of hits right there on his set.
Yep, golem not known for DPS, but check out the supporting units coming in behind. Pat's gonna get the dragon down to slow things down. YaoYao with a thumbs up. And that's just about 1,000 hit points off that tower in that first exchange.
Yeah, that's a very positive exchange here for YaoYao, getting himself 1,000.
All right, players starting to reset. Here comes YaoYao's golem already. Pat looks a little tense.
Yeah,
he's gonna hold on here. He's gonna wait, maybe shifting a little bit more defensively.
Keeping it cool. We got ourselves
not dropping his golem this time.
Yeah,
so he's gonna focus more on trying to shut down YaoYao's push instead.
That could be probably the difference of a win here, if done correctly.
Yeah, Mega Minion. Musketeer's gonna make quick work of the archers. A lightning spell. Okay. Where's the tombstone? There it is, just in time.
Perfect.
Talk about precision. Any later, that tombstone doesn't stop the golem. But
that log comes into play though, and that tombstone still makes it to the tower to give it that damage.
Yep. That log perfectly timed, pretty powerful against the tombstone. Maybe a little bit too much so, I'd say.
Yeah, no, absolutely. G-Pat right here was trying his very best to just play the defensive, but still gets an incredible amount of damage on his end, taking his tower down to 410.
Yeah, that's amazing. The timing on that log is so critical. That makes such a huge difference. YaoYao not worried about the dragon getting in there. Another golem, this one right on the river.
Yep, G-Pat going to start in the back here, but YaoYao's going to be going straight off the bridge here, as you said, and he's going to be able to take it to the tower.
There it goes. The golem got straight to the tower, and that's the end of that tower. Just a couple of shots.
Definitely taking the tower
there it is. That's a tough one right there. So Pat's got 30 seconds left. Try to put something together.
30 seconds on the clock here. It's going to be hard to see if he can bring it back here. That has to be a successful push right now.
Yeah, he's got the miner, but it's not really supported by much of anything else. Lots of defensive units shut down that push. And we're down to the final 20 seconds. YaoYao's got this one in the bag.
He did have 1.2 Mega Minions, but without any support and to connect, 10 seconds left on the clock here. This is going to be definitely a hard game to even bring it back. It's going to be going off on the YaoYao side.
So
4
YaoYao's
seconds.
going to have an advantage. 1-0. And YaoYao's going to change the deck, though, so we'll see.
That's right. But, I mean, that was pretty one-sided.
Yeah. It was. Yeah. The thing is, I found it weird that, like, Pat was trying his best to defend the second wave, but even though he was still not able to defend it, and I felt like he played so well, that lightning came into play.
Yeah, it's tough. I think in battles like that, it's like YouTuber style. You've got to go back, break it down, look at it in slow motion, maybe zoom in on some of the gameplay and see there was just probably a couple little differences that made a huge difference in the amount of hit points that came off those two towers. The golems exchanged, you'd almost think it would have been exactly the same.
Not in this case.
Well, what are those little differences that he needs to make in this next game to make sure he can go 1-1?
Right. Well, the thing is, here we go again. YaoYao knowing that Pat's running the exact same deck. He's going to have the golem tombstone. So YaoYao knows what he's got to do to stop it. So I'm anticipating you're going to see a defensive tombstone from YaoYao and maybe something different. I mean, maybe he runs golem tombstone and again just switches out the support units.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, I was anticipating that Pat would bring it back with some strong push here with the miner, but the golem has never been able to even fully make it to the tower.
Yeah.
All right, I think we are going to get ready into game number 2. Chief Pat has to take a win here or he is out of the tournament and out of the Final Four.
Yeah, this is it.
If YaoYao brings this one, he's going to be putting himself into the finals.
All right.
Starting it out right here, Pat's going to be getting his Inferno Dragon in.
Yeah. So.
And that seems to be a very strong start with Pat right there.
Yep.
And a lightning as well.
So I guess Pat did switch. He's got the lava hand. All right, tombstone in the back. I think YaoYao's predicting the graveyard, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, from what we've seen in previous gameplay today, he's been putting it the very back of the base for anticipation, and it's actually been working out very well for him.
Well, Pat's made a huge dent on that tower, but here comes the golem, and it looks like there is not a defensive unit in time to stop it. The tombstone is behind it.
Yeah, if that Mega Minion gets through, though, that's going to be the big problem here.
Yeah, Mega Minions take each other down. Golem getting a lot of work done. And that
dragon
as
to be
well.
getting through right there.
Yeah, that dragon, that is going to be tough. And even the skeletons are going to be enough to finish off that tower.
Wow. Wow, that is going to be giving YaoYao such an advantage right there.
Yep. So Pat this time does have that tower down, cut in about in half. But again, YaoYao switches to simply just defensive right here. It's going to be tough in 60 seconds to take that last 1,200 hit points off.
We're running into the double elixir here, and this is going to have to be a very successful push here for Pat.
Yep, Hound moving down, and the Golem and the Mega Minion moving down the left-hand side.
And like we've seen, if that's unattended, that's going to be a complete decimation. We have a lightning coming.
Lightning helped out, but the Golem gets there full size. Once again, it's even if Pat does manage to take this tower down on the right, he's going to have to sacrifice so much damage on the left. It's just leaving you so far
That
behind.
dragon needs to be taken out as soon as possible for that Lava Hound to go ahead and get some successful hits here.
Yeah, Hound is going to go after the Tombstone.
That Tombstone's keeping it so busy.
One more Lava Hound, final 30 seconds. 8:54. Pat keeping it close. He definitely has not given up, and that's what we've seen from Pat previously.
He does not give up. Can we get ourselves the lightning? 500 HP left on that tower right there. 15 seconds left on the clock here.
Lava Hound's there.
Miner coming into play right there.
Pumps are there.
Tower
the
down to 700.
Could it be the tower goes
down to 200
seconds with the arrows?
38.
No,
Brings it down.
He's got it with 4 seconds left. He grabs the tower again.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving into sudden death here. The thing is, Pat's tower's down to 948.
Never doubt this man, pulling it out in the final 4 seconds. And now, but like I talked about, he sacrificed so much damage on that tower.
He did. But that sacrifice he needed to take here. Now let's see what he can go ahead and do to play with what he has taken on.
Golem crossing. Looking for that tombstone this time.
Oh boy,
there's the tombstone.
That tombstone's too far out, so that's just not going to be taking the goal to the side there.
Grabbing his head, he knew he made a mistake. One space too far to the right, and the goal
that's going to cost him the game here. Down with that log, finishing him off.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt, man.
Wow, that's painful.